You know, growing up in pop culture, we always see these high school reunion episodes of TV shows or movies or whatever, where they always talk about who was voted the most popular, who was voted most likely to succeed, who was the person who gave the best HJ behind the bleachers. Was it Becky or was it Sean? Vote now and find out. You know, we always hear about those kind of things. We always know, like, that's a big part of pop culture in high school life. But in reality, at least in my reality, it never existed. My high schools, I went to two of them, never had those things. No one voted on who's gonna be this particular person, who's gonna have this particular skill above all else. And in the current modern snowflake generation age, yeah, it makes sense it wouldn't even happen, because, you know, if one kid doesn't get a participation trophy, then all kids are apparently going to be brought to suffer at the hands of the helicopter parents. They're like, well, what about my son? David did a grand job. Yeah, but David didn't win. He did a good job. And then they complain to the media. But this particular one is one where maybe they shouldn't have done the individual awards, because kind of bad. So Wisconsin high school cheerleaders received awards for biggest breasts and butt at banquet. That's a real headline from Fox News. That's a real headline from Fox News. High school cheerleaders at an awards banquet received trophies for who has the biggest booty and who has the biggest breastises. They earned that. They got that. That's a reality. That's the thing. And parents aren't too happy about this, but this event isn't even recent. It actually happened last year, but it's now just making the rounds. So Wisconsin high schools reportedly come under fire for a cheerleading award ceremony last year that saw some of the teens win accolades such as Big Boobies and Big Booty awards. The appalled parents contacted the ACLU on Tuesday, and the group, they contacted the ACLU, and then the group sent a warning to Kenosha Unified School District that it might file a lawsuit over the mock awards ceremony. The ACLU accused the cheerleading coaches at the school of making inappropriate comments toward students and claimed the district was enabling sexual harassment. The group called on the district to take appropriate actions against the coaches, which, here's the thing on that one. I actually agree on that. I do. Yeah. Call me a prude all you want, but I don't think high school cheerleaders should get awards for who's got the best, the best chest pops and meat butts. Neither one of those things makes sense. I'm sorry. But, they shouldn't get that. That shouldn't be a thing. Like, you shouldn't be giving 17-year-old, 16-year-old girls award for who has the best breasts. It just has inappropriate written all over it, and very much in the Me Too era. But here's the kicker. Who do you think was the cheerleading coach? Oh, it was a woman. It's a woman. Flat out, it's a woman. If it was a man who gave away that award, if it was a man who set up that award ceremony, you know for a fact there would be torches, there'd be pitchforks, there'd be hangings. There would be burned effigies in front of it. How could you allow this to happen? People would be burning their cheerleader uniforms, or like lighting Spanx on fire and launching them at the school in protest. That would happen, because if it was a man who did it, it's a whole different set of rules. But in this case, it's a woman who was awarding the students, the female cheerleaders, for who's got the best butt. Look, call me a prude, but that ain't right. That ain't right. Now, the Tremper High School cheerleading coaches gave out awards to a girl for supposedly enormous boobs and a big booty award to another because everyone loves her butt. A freshman cheerleader also received the String Being Award because she was so light and skinny. And some parents were like, I looked around and thought, did that just happen? If my daughter would have won one of those awards, I would have been rushing the stage. It was so wrong in so many ways. One mother told the newspaper. Well, here's my comment to that mother. It wasn't your daughter. It was somebody else's daughter. So shut the hell up and do it. I would have rushed the stage if it would have been my daughter. Why didn't you rush the stage? Because it was somebody else's daughter. Is it more or less inappropriate that it happened to someone else's kid? I'm just saying, if we live in an age where people sit around and do nothing, but then get bitchy about it on the internet afterward, that is a prime example of things one should not do. Now, it says here that the Tremper High School principal, Steve Knecht, was reportedly contacted about the awards by several other coaches and addressed the issue with the coach, Patty Utek. The cheerleading coach told him that the awards were first given out in 2017 and that the senior class had originally picked them out because of the things cheerleaders are required to do every day, saying they're always getting butts and faces and other body parts. This is what she told the school administrators. Well, yeah, okay, fine. Cheerleaders are going to, building pyramids and tossing each other around. And yes, butts and boobs and and taints and spanks are going to be in everyone's faces. Fine. I understand that factor of cheerleading. I've watched cheerleading when I was in high school. You know, I've also seen Bring It On like a bunch of times. So I get it. The point is, there's still a level of inappropriateness associated with this, right? It doesn't matter if the girls are joking around about that. You're an educator. You are an instructor, and you were legitimately giving out these awards. Yes, in good fun, but in front of parents, no less, to high school students. That's the worst part. But this is a great part. This is where, if it was a man, things would entirely be different. UTEC was asked to resign in May of last year and told if she wanted to still be part of the team, it should be in a behind-the-scenes capacity. She apologized to the girls, but refused to resign. And then the school told her not to give out any of those banquets at future awards. So she was told to resign. She's like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'll apologize, but I ain't going anywhere." And then they're like, okay, just don't do it again. Just don't do it again. If it was a man, would that have happened? If that was a man giving out an award for biggest butts and biggest boobs to high school cheerleaders, would it have, wait, what? Huh? What? No way. Absolutely no way. It would have been seen as this erroneous act. He would have been fired. There would have been a Me Too investigation into this guy to determine how he came to that decision. What kind of inappropriate activity did he take with the cheerleaders? It would have been a national scandal. But because, you know, it was a woman, it was, whatever. Okay, well, we want you to resign. No, I'm good. Well, okay. Jeez. Look, I'm not for private schooling. I'm not for homeschooling, but you know, you kind of think about it a little bit, and it kind of seems to make a little bit more sense. But anyway, your thoughts, your opinions on this one. Is this all in good fun? Am I overreacting to it? What would you do if it was your kid? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys haven't already, please thumbs up the video. If you made it this far, type cheerleader in the chat so I know. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Since you're here, why don't leave a comment? Let me know what you think about stuff. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that as well. And you check out any of these great, fantastic, amazing commentary tracks by me. That's right. I'm not egotistical and narcissistic at all. I'm just your average, everyday, normal YouTuber. Thanks for watching.